Welcome everyone, out of the woo here. I just saved you from the ferniness of that palm tree. The last thing you want to do on the Tuesday is get stuck in the branches of a Californian palm tree. Santa Ana, California, to be exact. It's my second channel, daily blog channel. It's The Daily Woo, and I want to show you something very interesting right over here. It looks like there's a face. See, it almost looks like there's a face of a man right there. Look at this. Do you see the face? There's the nose, there's the chin, and there's the mouth. Good morning! Good morning! It almost looks like graffiti. That was me describing what that guy's face would sound like. Good morning! And I thought it was graffiti at first, but upon further recollection and review by me, it's actually some sort of paint or some sort of tar or some sort of muck or goodness to keep that wall from leaking. And obviously, that tar man right there, that man made of paint and glaze and stuff to keep this wall from leaking, is hungry, because there's a fork right down there. Maybe he's been eating his breakfast here on this Tuesday. Hopefully you guys are having a great, wonderful day so far. I think I already did the intro. It's my second channel, daily vlog channel. It's The Daily Woo. I am out running errands. Sometimes I miss doing the intro, and people always in comments share with me the joy or their disappointment in things that I do, not including sometimes the fact that I miss the intro. So if I did it twice today, consider that basically me making up for all the times I've actually missed the intro. Driving around, doing some errands here on this Tuesday. And I actually, as I was driving through Santa Ana, California, the beautiful Santa Ana, California, I noticed that there is a little memorial over here. And right next to the memorial is a fantastic creature of the sky. Something which blows my mind. The fact that an airplane can fly through the air completely blows me away. A hunk of metal jetting through the sky is something I could never create. My mind cannot even wrap my head around that. And even more impressive than that, not only is a commercial jet airliner, but also something like this. Shunk-gong-gong, shunk-gong-gong, United States Marine Artillery in the form of an airplane. Not any airplane, but I believe actually a warplane. And I am not a connoisseur, if you will, of air travel as well as warplanes or the history of it. But this is very fascinating, just because everyone has seen Top Gun, and I'm not sure if this is the type of plane that Tom Cruise would have flown in Top Gun. I've had family in the military. I myself was not in the military, so I am not an expert, if you will, on all the different types of the military operations, the branches of the military, and even more importantly, I am definitely not an expert when it comes to planes and what each plane is compared to other types of jet airplanes. So if you have any information you would like to share with me and that others can read, feel free to leave some comments down below. But I just wanted to show you an up-close personal view of this fantastic creation, the MCAS El Toro. And you can actually see there's a little bull, a flying bull on the side of it. And it looks like the pilot of this was actually Major Tom Elser. I'm not sure if you can see in high definition, but right up there it says MAJ period, which would be short for Major, I'm guessing, and then Tom Elser. And then right down here, is that a Corporal CPL dot Corporal E. Arnold PC. And the number is 98. And I actually was looking over here on this placard, and there were only a very limited amount of these made. 2,960 of these were built either as a single-seat attack aircraft or a dual-seated advanced trainer. And the name of this, the specific name of this, is the A-4 Skyhawk. The A-4 Skyhawk. And they actually have erected this to the honor, courage, and commitment of all Marines, especially those who served at the Marine Corps air stations El Toro and Tustin. Tustin is actually an area here in Southern California. And this is the A-4M, and the specifications of that are the wingspan is 27.5 feet wide, length 41 feet long, height 15 feet high, and this bad boy could get up to 690 miles per hour. Now here's a question I have for you. It says range, 1,856 nautical miles range. Now here is where my bewilderment and my uneducation comes into play. What does the range have to do with? When it says 1,856 nautical mile range, what does the range, I think I know, but I do not want to actually spew out that knowledge, because I think if I am incorrect, I am going to seem like an idiot, a doofus. So I've already say enough stuff to make me seem like an idiot and a doofus. So if you know, please share that with me in the form of a comment. I almost said combat, because I'm looking at this combat vehicle. Form of a comment down below. You can see there where it says jet intake danger. You definitely do not want to lean your head out the window and stick your head into the jet intake. So pretty cool. Do you ever drive around an area that you're in? There's some guys over here doing some weed eating and some trimming, beautifying this area, keeping this area very nice looking for those who want to come out here and enjoy this, pay their respects to either their fallen brothers in the armed forces that they went with, or people that are just curious, people like me who actually want to learn things, who want to like soak in knowledge, things they do not know about. The beauty of life is the fact that we can actually see things like this, things we are not really informed upon, and learn something every single day. And I try to learn something every day, and I try to bring what I learn, not everything, but a lot of what I learn through the beauty of these vlogs along with you. And hopefully you subscribe to this TheDailyWoo channel. It's absolutely free. Just click subscribe if you have a YouTube account. You can keep up with my daily adventures, and we are learning something new today in the form of this. You can see the flags behind it, of course the American flag, and there's the California flag waving in the wind. Pretty awesome. And I was just looking at this side building. It almost looks like a futuristic building beside it here. I think we're very near the courthouse. And over here where I parked is actually where they give marriage licenses. I'm not sure what that building is, if that's the city hall or if that's some sort of government agency over there. But I parked over there at a 1-hour meter, which gave me enough time to jump out of here real quick and show you guys the undercarriage and the awesomeness of this. Sometimes the fact that these vlogs are unedited makes it very uneasy for those who are watching that actually really do know and understand more about these things than I do, because I, like I said, am not really up to date on my facts and figures when it comes to things like this. But through the beauty of unedited vlogs, you can see that I am not completely 100% knowledgeable on things that I show you, because these are not edited. I do not have time. Oh my gosh, here's those parrots. Listen, listen, look at those parrots. Remember how in an earlier vlog I was talking about the wild parrots that fly around Orange County? Well, that's them right there, look. They're crazy. There's like a group of wild parrots that fly around all the cities of Orange County, especially around Santa Ana, Orange, Buena Park, Anaheim, if you will. And they are flying around. And what a weird tie-in, because parrots like to fly, crazy parrots like to fly, and there is an object stationary that once formerly flew. And what is this up here? There is an airliner, a traffic-induced airliner, something for taking tourists and those commuting to and fro, flying across. So we have 3 flying objects at the end of this vlog. What a tie-in. Like I was saying, I do not know every little nook and cranny and fact and figure about everything in the world. That's why I love doing these vlogs. I love bringing you along. That way you can help me learn things, teach me things, as well as I can show you things that maybe you cannot see on a daily basis, like the undercarriage of this. Very, very cool. Hope you guys have a great day. I know it's Tuesday. The week is in full force. Hopefully you have some good things on the agenda today, or later in the day, or later in the week, if you will. So take one last good look at this. Pretty awesome. It's amazing that something like this can be created. Something like this, someone or a group of someones can actually use their minds, put something like this together, something that actually flies through the air, a hunk of metal that flies through the air to protect us. Absolutely amazing. Look at that. All right, I've rambled long enough. I've taken too much of your time up today. I will see you tomorrow. Please subscribe. Check down below for my t-shirts out on thewoo.spreadshirt.com. And also, down below this video, I always post where I was a year ago and 2 years ago. I am past 2 years of these daily vlogs. In fact, on July 2nd, I will be coming up on 3 years of the Daily Woo. I have not hit 1,000 days yet. We have to hit that plateau. Pluto is in the sky. That airplane cannot fly. Well, it can't fly anymore at all because now it's on a stick. But if it was flying, it would not be able to take us to Pluto because that is in outer space. And that plane cannot go to outer space, just in the normal stratosphere. But down below this video, you can actually find where I was a year ago, 2 years ago. There are links down below, as well as links to social networks, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and all that good stuff. Please join me on all that stuff. Thanks for being in my life. Thanks for the kind words. Some people do not post kind words, but the majority of you are very heartfelt and sincere. Very humbling to hear the words of love, the words of knowledge, wisdom that you bring into my life every day. So we've seen that. We've seen something absolutely fantastic. But I'm going to revert back now to the end of the vlog, to the beginning of the vlog, from the end to the beginning. This guy right here, look at him. Hey, we've learned a lot today. I'm a stain on a wall that looks like a man in a fedora and a hat with a weird chin and a weird nose. Please subscribe to Adam, it's free. I don't know why all my voice characters sound exactly the same. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.